This is a show about technology and things that have to do with technology, mostly on the technology side of things. My name is Julia, and welcome to this week's Tech Recap. At SIGGRAPH, NVIDIA officially unveiled its new Turing architecture, and with it, the Quattro lineup of graphics cards. These graphics cards are for high-end professional use, like the Quattro RTX 8000, which comes with 48 gigs of GDDR6 memory, 4,608 CUDA cores, and 576 tensor cores. That will cost $10,000. But the RTX 6000 and 5000 GPUs will be slightly cheaper than that and available at the end of this year. These new graphics cards will feature ray tracing cores for apparently very realistic lighting effects, as well as real-life rendering that makes Turing graphics cards 6 times better than Pascal. NVIDIA calls these new Turing GPUs the company's biggest leap since introducing CUDA in 2006. Also, NVIDIA teased the GeForce gaming event that takes place next Monday on August 20th. They also teased the RTX 2080 graphics card that is expected to be announced at the event. In case you're wondering, the 2080 is basically what sources have been calling the GTX 1180 up until now. According to sources, the teases in NVIDIA's trailer have to do with the gamers' usernames in the video. Roytex is a nod to RTX and Mac 20 and 8T spelled 2080? I don't really understand any of that, but it's indicating, if it's indicating any of NVIDIA's newest consumer flagship GPUs that will be announced next week, then I'm all for it. I'm happy. But we'll leave the decoding up to you guys. Hopefully we can follow up on this next Tuesday with some good news. Fallout 76 is just a few months away, but the game creators are revealing some interesting things ahead of the October beta. One announcement from QuakeCon in particular grabbed our attention. Bethesda wants you to kill in-game trolls. That's right, since Fallout 76 is an online-only game, there will be no doubt a lot of people trolling or grieving one way or another. Bethesda's solution for this inevitable problem is to highlight people in PvP who kill unwilling victims by putting bounties on their heads. The bounties will be paid by the troll's currency balance. These jokesters will be highlighted by red stars on the map, so don't worry, you won't miss them. Bethesda worked out this solution by hosting asshole sessions where game testers were encouraged to be the biggest jerks possible, and thus troll hunting was born. But if you're concerned about accidentally killing a victim, there's a pacifist mode where your weapons can't harm other players. Well, I've got to say, this is one of the better troll prevention programs that I've ever seen yet. What do you guys think? And I know Android 9 Pie just launched last week, but if you have a Pixel phone, you may want to hold off on upgrading for the moment. Reports from users are indicating that Quick Charge is no longer working after upgrading to the new operating system. But these reports are currently only coming in from first-generation Pixel users. Newer Android OSs indicate when devices are charging slowly, charging, and charging rapidly. But the latter is missing from these Pixel devices when using the 5-volt 3-amp cables, including the ones that are sold with the phone. Google has also made a bug report that says won't fix infeasible, which I'm sure has to be slightly concerning to owners of affected devices. Anyways, I'm sure they'll figure it out. But for now, call this a PSA. If you are able to upgrade to Android 9 now, maybe don't do that until later. It's time for Snippy Snippets. Just this once, since I'm away for the next few weeks, but I'll talk about that at the end. Fortnite has finally launched on Android, but they make you put the work in to actually play it. On Samsung devices, you can actually get it through the Samsung Game Launcher, but on other devices, you have to get it through Fortnite's website, and it's beta invite only, so you have to go sign up for it. Good luck. At E3, a new Microsoft game studio called The Initiative was announced. The studio has announced the hiring of some impressive developers like God of War's lead producer Brian Westergaard and Christian Cantamessa, who was the lead writer for Red Dead Redemption. Also, a bunch of other impressive people. They better make some real rad games. The Galaxy Note 9 was announced last week, but it wasn't a massive upgrade from the Note 8. Noticeable differences are the 4,000 mAh battery and the 512 gig onboard storage option, which confirms what we reported in last week's from leaks. So you could get a 1 terabyte with expandable storage, but do you really need that much storage on your phone? Okay, I'm not judging. YouTube has released a device report that lists the best smartphones for viewing content. This list includes the Galaxy Note 9 as well as the S9 and S8 range, along with the OnePlus 6, the Google Pixel 2 range, and more from Sony, HTC, LG, Xiaomi, Nokia, and Huawei. iPhones didn't make the list because they currently do not support the VP9 video codec. And Cooler Master has teamed up with AMD to make the Wraith Ripper, a dual tower cooler including 2 large aluminum finned heatsinks with a 120mm Master Air Pro service cooling fan. It boasts an easy installation and is especially designed for Ryzen CPUs like the newly released Threadripper 2990WX. Alright, that's it for this week's tech recap. Now I'm going to be on a much needed vacation for the next few weeks, but don't worry, the tech news will go on. We have lovely other hosts who will be here. So if you have any must-try or see places in London and Italy, tweet at me. As always, you can click here to subscribe, click here for more videos, and as always, follow us on social media right over here. And click this little square up here for Mike's Computer Shop to shop computers and electronics, or the link down below. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye. Oh, I'm stuck. There's no path here.